So we are going to discuss about the topic laws of motion. We are going to discuss about the topic laws of motion. Can you tell me what do you mean by motion and what do you mean by rest? Yeah. See, for suppose with respect to the surroundings or with respect to the time, if the position of any body changes, then we can say it is in motion. With respect to time and with respect to the surroundings, if the position of any body doesn't changes, we can say the body is at where? Rest. So, and remember, rest and motion are relative. We cannot say absolute rest and we cannot say, or we cannot define absolute motion also. Are you clear? So, first of all, tell me, what do you mean by rest? What do you mean by rest? If a body or the position of a body doesn't changes with respect to the surroundings. Clear? So, if a position of a body, clear, if position of a body doesn't changes, okay, doesn't changes with respect to the surroundings, okay, with respect to the surroundings, clear, with respect to the surroundings. So, that is called as what? Rest. Clear? Now, tell me what do you mean by motion? Now, what do you mean by motion? So, what do you mean by motion? If position of a body, clear, if position of a body changes, okay, if position of a body changes with respect to the surroundings, clear, with respect to the surroundings, are you clear? Then it is said to be in where? Motion. Okay, so this is said to be in rest, it is said to be in motion. Now we are going to discuss about the first topic of our laws of motion. So Icse topics we are discussing about. So Icse syllabus we are discussing. So in Icse, in laws of motion, the first topic is contact and non-contact forces. Clear? In Icse, in laws of motion, the first topic is contact and non-contact forces. Okay, the first topic is contact and non-contact forces. Okay, contact and non-contact forces. The first topic we are going to discuss or dealing with is contact and non-contact forces. Okay, so in that first we are going to discuss about the effect of force. Now what we are going to discuss about? Effect of force. Now what do you mean by force? Means the push or pull on a body. Clear? What is the force called as? The push or pull on a body, that can be taken as what? Force. Correct, na? So the push or pull on a body is nothing but what? Force. Now see, what are the effects of forces means? Please remember, if a force is applied on a body, the shape or size of the body may changes. Clear? The shape of size of a body may changes. This is the first effect of force. Okay, what is the first effect of force means? The first effect of force is, if you apply force on a body, the shape or size of a body may changes. Okay, this is the first effect of force. For that, I'll tell you one small example. Let us take this as a spring. Okay, let us take this as a spring. Now on this spring you apply some force on it. Clear? You apply some force on it. If you apply some force on it, then what will happen? It will increase in its size. The size of the spring will increases. Clear? The size of the spring will increase. Take one spring, just apply some force, then what will happen? The size of the spring, it may increases. So therefore, the size of the body will increases, or it may affect when you apply the force on it. Are you clear? For suppose, I'll take one more object. Let us take any object like this. See, I'll take a piece of paper like this. Now see, now if I apply force on this piece of paper, clear? Then see, this is the size of the paper. If I apply force on this paper, then what will happen? Size of the body also changes. So what do you mean by force means, or what is the first effect of force means? By applying the force, the shape or size of the body can be changed. Are you clear? Okay. Now the next effect of force. Okay, for suppose if you want to take one example, write down an example like, if a force is applied on the spring, okay, the size of the spring increases. By applying the force on the spring, the size of the spring increases or changes. We can say size of the spring changes. Okay, now write down. One more example. For suppose I'll take any one block, okay, a wooden block, or else I'll take a wooden block, or else a brick I will take. Now on this brick or wooden block, if you apply some force, then let us consider this wooden block got broken. If it get broken, then try to understand. If it is broken, please remember, if it is broken like this, then the size of the body is changed. But then the size of the body is what much changed? Are you clear up to here? So just write down example 1. If force is applied on the spring, if force is applied on the spring, then its size, what will happen? Then its size increases. Okay, then its size increases. One more example you can write. One more example you can write. If a force is applied on, if a force is applied on, if a force is applied on a wooden block, if a force is applied on a wooden block, the size of the, or it is broken, and it is broken, then size of the body may change. Fine. In the same way, there is one more effect of force, is that if you apply the force on a body, we can make the body to be in motion, or we can change the body at rest to motion, or from motion to rest. Okay, for suppose, let us see, I'll take it as a block. If I apply some force on this block of mass m, then it may move in forward direction. But then it may move in which direction? Forward direction. Got it? If I apply force on this block of mass m, then it may move in which direction? Forward direction. Got it? Are you clear? Or already an object is moving, already an object is in motion. Now it is stopped due to the frictional force. What is frictional force? The force which opposes the motion of a body. Okay, for suppose ఏదైనా ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ముందుకు వెళ్తుంది అనుకో, దాని మీద ఆపోజిట్గా ఉండే ఫోర్స్ని ఏమంటామా? ఫ్రిక్షనల్ ఫోర్స్ అంటాం. Due to the frictional force, the body may stop. Okay, due to the frictional force, the body may stop. So to stop the body, we require the force. But to stop the body, we require the force. Even to start the body, motion of a body also, we require a force. Clear? So then write down the second effect of force. But then write down one more effect of the force. So what is the effect of force? Means it can change the state of, it can change the state of, it can change the state of rest, it can change the state of rest or uniform motion. Clear? It can change the state of rest or uniform motion. It can change the state of rest or uniform motion. Now for suppose, let us consider a body is moving with constant velocity. It is moving with what? Constant velocity. Suddenly, to accelerate this body, okay, na, we have to apply some what? External force. We have to apply some what? External force. ఇప్పుడు చూడు, ఒక రాకెట్ అనేది స్పేస్లో వెళ్తుంది అనుకుందాం. ఆర్ యూ క్లియర్? మై రాకెట్ ఈస్ మూవింగ్ ఇన్ ద స్పేస్. లెట్ us కన్సిడర్ దిస్ యాజ్ అ రాకెట్ విచ్ ఈస్ మూవింగ్ ఇన్ ద స్పేస్. ఇప్పుడు స్పేస్లో మనకి ఏ ఫ్రిక్షన్ ఫోర్సెస్ ఉండవు కాబట్టి దిస్ రాకెట్ మూవ్స్ విత్ కాన్స్టెంట్ వెలాసిటీ. ఇట్ మే మూవ్స్ విత్ విచ్ వెలాసిటీ? కాన్స్టెంట్ వెలాసిటీ. ఇప్పుడు సడన్గా ఈ రాకెట్ ఇంజన్ వర్క్ అయిందమ్మా, స్టార్ట్ చేసింది వర్క్ చేయడం. వర్క్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే జెట్ అనేది బయటకు వస్తుంది. ఈ జెట్ బయటకు వచ్చినప్పుడు డ్యూ టు అప్వర్డ్ థ్రస్ట్ ఆర్ థ్రస్ట్ వల్ల ఇది ఏమవుతుందంటే ఇంకొంచెం యాక్సలరేట్ అవుతుందన్నమాట. ఆర్ యూ క్లియర్? ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు గెట్ యాక్సలరేట్. కమింగ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు గెట్ యాక్సలరేటెడ్. సో అప్పటి వరకు ఇది ఎలా వెళ్తుంది? కాన్స్టెంట్ వెలాసిటీతో వెళ్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు అప్పటి వరకు కాన్స్టెంట్ వెలాసిటీతో వెళ్ళేది ఒక్కసారిగా ఇంజన్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి జెట్ బయటకు వచ్చిందంటే it may get accelerated, right? It may get accelerated, then its velocity, what will happens? Increases. Now what happens to its velocity? Its velocity will increases. Okay na? అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? Increase in the velocity is called as what? Acceleration. Increase in velocity is called as what? Acceleration. ఇప్పుడు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, ఇప్పుడు కాన్స్టెంట్ వెలాసిటీతో వెళ్ళే ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మీద మనం ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఫోర్స్ని అప్లై చేస్తే ఇట్ విల్ గెట్ యాక్సలరేటెడ్. ఆర్ యూ క్లియర్? ఇట్స్ వెలాసిటీ విల్ గెట్ ఇంక్రీస్డ్. అర్థమవుతుందా? ఓకే, సో దిస్ ఈజ్ వాట్ ద సెకండ్ ఎఫెక్ట్ ఇస్. ఓకే, ఫర్ సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఎ బాడీ ఈజ్ ఐదర్ at rest or if it is moving with uniform motion, an external force or a force can cause the change of state of rest or change the state of motion, uniform motion. Okay na? So the right number, second one, it can change the state of rest or uniform motion. Now together combinedly we can write one common statement. So I'll dictate that, you just write down that common statement. A force or the force is the physical quantity. A force is the physical quantity, is the physical quantity that can change the shape or size of a body, that can change the shape of or size of a body, that can change the shape or size of the body, or it may change the state of rest. It may change the state of rest or uniform motion. It may change the state of rest or uniform motion. Fine. So next we are going to discuss about the contact forces. Okay, so our topic is contact and non-contact forces, right? In that first we are going to discuss about the contact forces. Now what do you mean by contact forces? Means if a body is in contact with any other object, then it is said to be a contact force. Clear? Then it is said to be a contact force, or there might be a physical contact between any two bodies. Then we have the contact force. So write down the definition, I will dictate. So write down the definition, I will dictate. The forces acting on a body or the forces applied on a body which makes a physical contact between them, which makes a physical contact between them, are called as contact forces. So the forces acting on a body makes what? Physical contact between them. It has to make what? Physical contact between them. Are you clear? Between the bodies. The physical contact between the bodies is called as which type of forces? Contact forces. But generally, this contact forces lo manaki again multiple type of contact forces unnai. Okay, again we have different types of contact forces. Okay, in that first type of contact force is normal contact force. In that first type of contact force is what? Normal contact force. Okay, in contact forces again we have different types of contact forces are there. In that first type of contact force is what? Normal contact force. My normal contact force means what? Means for suppose if I take it as a surface. If I take it as a surface, I will take it as a surface. Okay, I will take it as a surface. Now I will place a block of mass m. Okay, I will place a block of mass m on the surface of this object or surface. Okay, now see, I will keep a body on the surface of the any roof, something like this, surface on ground. Now if I take this as a surface which is in contact, this is the surface which is in contact, this is the surface which is in contact. For this surface, normal will be always, we have to draw perpendicular. So normal contact force will be always perpendicular to the surface of contact. Are you clear? So what is normal contact force? The force which is always perpendicular to the, okay, the force which is always, okay, the force which is always perpendicular to the surface of contact, which is always perpendicular to the surface of contact. Okay, so the force which is always perpendicular to the surface of contact, that is called as what? That is called as what? Normal contact force. Usually normal contact force will be always perpendicular to the surface, right? And if I take it as surface, normal contact force is perpendicular to the surface like this. And if you take weight of the body mg is always in which direction? Downward direction. Do you know this? Weight ante gurtunda? Our weight will be always in which direction? Downward direction. Our weight formula enti ante W is equal to how much? Mg. Now what is the formula for weight? The formula for weight, W is equal to how much? Mg. Are you clear? So the formula for weight is W is equal to how much? Mg. And normal is in which direction? Upward direction. Normal which direction it will be? Upward direction. Then we can say normal is balanced by mg. So please remember this. Normal is balanced by mg. Is it done? 1 minute. The streaming got stopped actually. Is it coming live? It's coming. It's resuming or not? Yeah. The next one is tangential contact force. Okay, the next one is tangential contact force. So first we discussed about the normal contact force. The next one is tangential contact force. Okay, first we discussed about the normal contact force. Then the next one is tangential contact force. Now what is tangential contact force means, for suppose I will take it as a surface. Okay, I will take it as a surface. On this surface we have a block of mass m like this. Okay, it is a block of mass m. Just now we discussed that normal contact force will be always perpendicular to the surface, and it is in which direction? Upward direction. Okay, normal contact force will be in which direction? Ma? Upward direction. Got it? Now see, if you take a tangential contact force, the tangential contact force will be always present along the two surfaces in contact. Clear? The two surfaces in contact. So tangential contact force will be always along the two surfaces in contact. Clear? Ila untundanta tangential contact force. And this is which contact force? Normal contact force. This is what? Normal contact force. And this is what? Tangential contact force. What we call this as tangential contact force. Clear? So this is called as tangential contact force. Now this is called as tangential contact force. Now try to understand. If I apply some external force in this direction, if I apply external force in this direction, then tangential contact force will be in this direction. For suppose if I take this as a block of mass m, if I take it as a block of mass m which is kept on the surface, okay, I will take it as a block of mass m which is kept on the surface. Now see, if I apply force, external force on the left side, then please try to understand, tangential contact force will be back side in this direction, or equal towards right side. So if you apply external force towards left side, then tangential contact force is towards right side. If you apply the external force right side, then tangential contact force will be on which side? Left side. Are you clear? Tangential contact force is on which side? Left side. Are you clear up to here? Now try to understand, if I take this tangential contact force, this is having one more name, that is also called as frictional force. Now what is this tangential contact force? Is also called as frictional force, that opposes the motion of the bodies which are in relative, or which opposes the relative motion of a body. Are you clear? Now this tangential contact force is also called as which force? Frictional force. This frictional force will always opposes what? Relative motion between the two bodies. Are you clear up to here? Just write down tangential contact force. The force which acts along the two surfaces in contact. The force which acts along the two surfaces in contact. The force which acts, which always acts along the surfaces in contact. Are you clear? So the force which acts, okay, the force which acts, clear, the force which acts along the two surfaces in contact, clear, along the two surfaces in contact, clear, along the two surfaces in contact, that is called as which force? Tangential force. Okay, that is called as which force? Tangential force. Okay, that is called as which force? Tangential force. Now try to understand, this tangential force is also called as which force? Frictional force. So write down, it is also known as, the tangential contact force is also known as, a tangential contact force is also known as frictional force. Tangential contact force is also known as frictional force. Okay, tangential contact force is also known as what? Frictional force. Now what do you mean by frictional force? Means the force which always opposes the motion of a body. Sorry, not always, which opposes the relative motion of a body. That is called as a frictional force. So write down frictional force. Frictional force. So what is frictional force? the force which opposes the force which opposes the motion of a body. The force which opposes the motion of a body is called as friction force. Okay, this is called as which force? Frictional force. Okay, frictional force em chestundi? It always opposes the motion of a body. That is called as which force? Frictional force. Now see, the frictional force will always act opposite to the direction of motion. Now for suppose if I take it as a block of mass m, I will take it as a block of mass m. Now if this block is moving towards the right side with acceleration a, are you clear? Let us take it is moving right side with acceleration a, and friction force will be present in which side? Left side. Okay, the friction force is present on which side? Friction force is present on left side. అంటే బాడీ రైట్ సైడ్కి మూవ్ అవుతుంటే ఫ్రిక్షనల్ ఫోర్స్ ఏ సైడ్ ఉంటుంది? లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ఉంటుంది. ఫర్ సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ద సేమ్ బాడీ ఈజ్ మూవింగ్ టువర్డ్స్ లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ మూవింగ్ టువర్డ్స్ లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ విత్ యాక్సలరేషన్ ఏ, then frictional force is on which side? Right side. So friction opposes the motion of a body, or it is opposite to the motion of a body. So write down one more point. Friction opposes the, or it is opposite to the, it is opposite to the, next point, it is opposite to the direction of motion of a body. It is opposite to the direction of motion of a body. It is opposite to the direction of motion of a body. It is always not. It is opposite to the motion of direction of motion of a body. See, if any body is in contact with any other body, that is called as which type of force? Contact force. Clear? For suppose I hold this pen, there is a contact between me and this block, right, or this body, right? So therefore this is called as which type of force? Contact force. Now see, on this book, okay, in this book I keep an object like this. Let us take this as a book. On this book I will place an object like this. Now between these two there is a physical contact, right? If there is a physical contact, we can call it as which force? Contact force. Okay, for suppose if there is a physical contact between the two bodies, then which force it is called as? Contact force. Now see, between this book and my hand also there is a physical contact. Now between the book and my hand also there is a physical contact. Therefore this is called as which kind of force? Contact force. Now these are the different types of contact force today we studied. So the first type of contact force we studied is normal contact force. The normal contact force must be always perpendicular to the surface of contact. Idena surface of contact, this is only the surface of contact, right? To the surface of contact always normal will be perpendicular. So normal will be always perpendicular to the surface of contact. It should be always perpendicular. Okay, it must be always perpendicular. Then what is tangential contact force? Means if two bodies are in contact, then the force should be always along the tangential or the surface of two bodies in contact. It is always along the, this perpendicular, this perpendicular, this along the surface. It is along the surface of contact, and this is perpendicular to the surface of contact. So this is called as which type of force? Tangential force. Now this tangential force is also called as what? Friction. Now what is friction? Friction is the force which opposes the motion of a body, and this frictional force is always opposite to the direction of motion of a body. Okay, na? But try to remember, friction not only opposes the motion of a body, but because of friction we may get acceleration also. Okay, because of friction we may get acceleration also. Now for suppose you are on a bike or a car. Now you are on a bike or a car. Let us take this is your bike or a car, or you or else your bicycle. Okay, you are on a bicycle or on your a car. Okay na? ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, between the roads and the tire there exists a friction. Between the roads and the tire there exists a friction. Because of this friction only, first if you are going to pedal your bicycle, if you are going to pedal your bicycle, or if you are going to pedaling that bicycle, then what will happen means this tire will pushes the ground away. Okay na? ఇప్పుడు ఆ టైర్ ఏమవుతుంది అంటే గ్రౌండ్ని పుష్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, సో ఆ ఫ్రిక్షన్ వల్లే ఈ సైకిల్ అనేది రెస్ట్ నుంచి ముందుకెళ్తుంది, రైట్? So this cycle or bicycle or a vehicle get accelerated. This vehicle get accelerated. So try to understand, this vehicle get accelerated when you are pedaling due to the friction only. Because of the friction, when you are pedaling, this wheel will move in forward direction, right? Then due to the friction, this cycle will move in which direction? Forward direction. So initially let us take this bicycle is at rest. Okay, initially this bicycle is at where? Rest. Okay, initially this bicycle is at rest. Bicycle rest lo undante velocity enta avutundante 0 avutundi. Now whenever we are pedaling, it will move in forward direction, right? Which means that it is starting from where? Rest, and it is getting some velocity, and it is getting accelerated. What do you mean by acceleration? What do you mean by acceleration? Rate of change of velocity, right? So initially velocity entamma 0, ఎందుకంటే ఇది రెస్ట్ లోంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది కాబట్టి వెలాసిటీ అంతా 0. స్టార్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత వెలాసిటీ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది కదా, సో ద ఇంక్రీజ్ ఇన్ వెలాసిటీ is called as what? Acceleration. The increase in velocity is called as what? Acceleration. So therefore friction not only opposes the motion, friction can cause motion to the body. Clear? Friction can cause what? Motion to the body. So write down the next point. Okay, friction not only opposes the motion, but also causes motion of a body. Friction not only opposes the motion of a body, but also it causes the motion of a body. Okay, now the next point or the next contact force. The next contact force is tension or tension force. See, tension will be always present along the strings or wires. For suppose I will take it as a fixed support, okay, like a roof or something else. From the fixed support I will attach a thread to the one part, one side, and I will hang a block of mass m on the other side. Okay, one side ekkada touch chesamo, ekkada fix chesam, fixed support. This is a fixed support, and the other end is there. Now this other end is attached to the mass m. The other end is attached to the mass m. Now see, for suppose if I take, because of the mass, this wire will get tight. Antena? Wire emoutunama tight avutundi. If wire is get tight, then there will be tension present in that wire, or there is one contact force present in the wire. That force is called as which force? Tension. Good petko. Okay na? For suppose look at this wire. Ide wire anko, idu chudandi. Ila undanko loose ga. If it is loose, what about the tension? If it is loose, what about the tension? 0. For suppose if I pull the thread like this, put it tight ayindi kada, it is tight, right? So whenever the wire is tight, then we can say tension is present. Are you clear? Now see, here we attached a body of mass m to the wire, right? Appudu weight anedi eppudu ఏ direction lo untundamma? Downward direction. So weight should be always in which direction? Downward direction. So if I take weight, that weight W is equal to mg is always in which direction? Downward direction. ఈ weight downward direction లో పనిచేయడం వల్ల ఈ వైర్ అనేది టైట్ అవుతుంది. ఆర్ యూ క్లియర్? బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ ఏ ఫోర్స్ ఈజ్ డెవలప్డ్ ఇన్ ద వైర్. Because of that a force is developed in the wire. Now this force is always along the wire towards the fixed support. Are you clear? This force is always along the wire towards which support? Fixed support. This force is called as tension force. Okay, what is this force called as? Tension force. Clear? So just write down the definition. Just write down the definition. When a body is suspended, so nothing but hanged, okay, body is suspended with the help of, okay, with the help of thread or a wire, thread or a wire, okay, when a body is suspended with the help of thread or a wire, thread or a wire, then weight always acts vertically downwards. Now weight always acts vertically downwards. So weight always acts what? Vertically downwards. So weight eppudu kuda ఏ డైరెక్షన్ లో ఉంటుంది? Vertically downward direction లో ఉంటుంది. A force is developed in the wire, okay, force is developed in the wire which is always along the wire towards the fixed position or towards the fixed point or fixed support. Okay, this force is known as tension. This force is known as tension. Okay, this force is known as what? Tension. So tension will be always along the string or wire towards the fixed support. Fine, we'll finish it off. Is it done? Now see, from this equation we can say tension is in upward direction, right? From this concept we can say tension is always along the string towards the fixed support, right? And mg is in which direction? Downward direction. If you balance both, then T is equal to mg. Now this is how we can write the tension as. So the tension T is equal to how much? Mg. This is how we can write the tension as. Clear? If it is done, then we'll go for the next one. Okay, that is force exerted due to the collision. So the next topic is force exerted during collision. Now see, for suppose I will take it as one body of mass m1, I'll take it as second body of mass m2. Now these two bodies are moving towards each other. Okay, these two bodies are moving towards each other. Now if rendu దగ్గరికి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది అంటే one body may strong physically interact with the other body. Now one body may physically interact with another body. The physical interaction between these two bodies is said to be a collision. In higher level we are going to study not only physical physical interaction, but the field interactions is also called as collisions. But as of now we'll study like if there is a physical interaction between the two bodies, then we can say the body is said to be collided. అంటే ఏం లేదమ్మా, for suppose if two vehicles are there which are coming close to each other, when they accidentally hit like this, okay, then it is said to be what? Collision. If one body hits the other body, this is said to be what? Collision. But during that collision, the force or the energy will be transferred from one body to another body. Are you clear? But then first body will apply some force on the second body, then second body may exert force on the first body. Are you clear? During collision what will happen? The first body may exert force on the second body, and second body may exert force on which body? First body. Are you clear? So this can be taken as FAB or F12. I'll take F12. Okay. What is F12 means? Force acting on the first body due to the second body. Clear? Force acting on first body or force exerted. Force exerted. Clear? Force exerted on the first body. Okay, on the first body due to second body. See, for suppose if two bodies are coming like this first body and this is second body, if both the bodies are coming close together, this body will push the second body will push the first body. Clear? Then collision happens between them, right? Okay na? అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇదో ఫస్ట్ బాడీ, ఇది సెకండ్ బాడీ అని తీసుకుందాం. రెండు ఇలా దగ్గరకు వచ్చాయి, both are coming closer. Then first body will apply force on the second body, at the same time second body will apply force on first body. Now both the bodies will push against each other. Are you clear? Then the force exerted between the two bodies. Now first body is exerting force on second body, right? In the same way second body will also exert force on first body. Then the force exerted on the first body due to second body is taken as F12. And similarly F21 is taken as force exerted on the second body. Okay, second body due to first body. Force exerted on the second body due to the first body, that is called as F21. Then according to the Newton's third law, for every action there is equal and opposite reaction, right? For every action there is equal and opposite reaction, right? Then what will happen means, see, F12, it is the force acting on first body due to the second body. This force should be equal and opposite to. This force should be equal and opposite to the first body, or this one, F21. So F12 can be taken as, or F12 is equal to minus F21. Now we can say these two forces are what? Equal and opposite. Negative symbol ante opposite anamata. Okay, this is which law? Newton's third law. For every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Okay, so this is the force exerted during the collision. Okay, so in the next class we are going to discuss about the force on the spring and non-contact forces.